Queen of Hearts. Mind Reader of the Year.
Right.
I knew you were thinking that.
Well, how do you know that?
You are?
How do you know that?
I got it engraved on the back.
Oh!
When Harry first showed me his medal, I knew it was absolute gold. So I've redesigned it, we've just got the new ones in. We're going to go out on the streets of Torremolinos and show that it's an absolute winner. On the back, one card. Oh. The card on the back. Look at it. Mind Reader of the Year. Mind Reader of the Year. Dean, you know the names of the cards? You know what the cards are, yeah? Perfect. What's that one?
That's an ace. Ace of spades.
Ace of spades. What's that one, Dean?
Ace of hearts.
What's that one, Dean?
4 hearts.
You're going to be good for this.
Yeah, we go.
Just take a look at one card and remember it for me.
Okay.
Have you got one? You sure?
Yeah.
You've seen it?
Yeah, I got it.
Definitely.
It's in there.
Do you want to change?
No, I love you.
You got it? Alright. Concentrate on your Mind Reader of the Year, by the way.
I'll try with you.
Concentrate on your card.
Yeah.
Look at me. It's a red card.
Yep.
You are thinking of a picture card.
Right, okay.
Like Jack, Queen, King. You were thinking of a Jack, Queen or a King, yeah?
Yeah.
Mind Reader of the Year. We're not messing about.
Go on then.
Dean, for the first time, what card were you thinking of?
Well, you want to tell us?
Yeah.
No, you're going to tell us.
You tell him.
Queen of Hearts.
Yeah, I was thinking the same one.
Queen of Hearts. Mind Reader of the Year.
Right.
I knew you were thinking that.
Well, how do you know that?
You are.
How do you know that?
I got it engraved on the back.
Oh! Get it! What a good fella. Yeah,
You see?
Hi everybody, Harry Robson here. First of all, thank you to everybody who's bought the medal. I hope you have as much fun with it as I have, and it's going to serve you for many, many years to come. And I am so fortunate and I feel absolutely blessed because today, helping me describe the medal is none other than Matthew.
Marvellous Matthew. Marvellous Matthew Wright, please.
Marvellous Matthew Wright.
Good job. In fact, this is my best side.
Am I going that way?
That way, this is my best side here.
I don't need the chair, do I?
Yeah. I've got a little chair.
Okay.
Yeah, hang on, look. See, man's smaller than yours, because that'll lift you up. But look at that. It's like having Cuban heels on, isn't it? Hey.
I feel quite
so.
Right.
The medal.
The medal, Matthew.
Look at that.
Look at that. Shiny.
Mind Reader of the Year.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mind Reader of the Year. What's yours say?
Mine says Mind Reader of the Year as well.
Yours must have been older than mine.
Well, it is. There we go. Mind Reader of the Year.
Well, it is yours, isn't it? You've had it for years.
I've had it for years. And you've been using it, though.
I have, yeah. I've been using it all summer long, yeah. I was really excited to get the prototype in.
Yeah.
And as soon as I did, within a day, I'm out performing it to everyone who walks into the theatre. This is my opening trick now. I love it.
Good reactions?
Brilliant.
Okay?
Yeah.
And I've used it as well, and the same thing, brilliant. And what I like about it, it is really, really easy to do. How easy is it?
It's so easy, even Harry Robson can do it. Hey.
Because he's rubbish. That's a quotation of Matt's, by the way.
I didn't mean rubbish, I just meant not as good as me.
No, and it is easy to do.
It is easy to do, Harry.
Yeah.
And I'm absolutely delighted that you've brought it out with us here. The one that you have, if you've seen the trailer, you probably know about it. It was a little bit smaller.
It's more of a collector's item.
Yeah, it's a very nice little thing. But
yeah.
we've redesigned it from the bottom up, and it's like a big Olympic gold medal.
It's very visual as well.
It is.
And what was important, and it was your idea, and I agree with you, it now makes it usable in all situations.
Absolutely. I mean, you can use it I use it close up, walk around. Very easy to use in a parlour.
Yeah.
The numbers are big enough to use in a stage. You can use it for anything you want, really, can't you?
Yeah. I use it in close up, and it's gone down very, very well. If I've got a table, I can use it on the table. If I haven't got a table, you can use it straight from your pocket, and it works very well.
So what is it?
Basically, it's a thinker card. So it's a deck of cards that are displayed and shown if you want to. A card can be chosen. However, what card is seen or what card is chosen appears engraved on the back of the medal. And
the medal's out in open play the entire time.
Exactly, yeah.
It's a brilliant trick. I mean, the spectator can be wearing this. Yeah. You can have it on the table. Yeah, you can have it in their hands. You can have it around your neck. And it's a good talking point, isn't it? I know whenever I go off, I'll be wearing it. If I've got a waistcoat, it'll be tucked inside the waistcoat, and then I'll just bring it out and drop it. And look
I've had one or two people, and they want photographs, and I thought they wanted photographs of me, because that's what normally happens, but they didn't. They wanted me holding the medal up like this, which I thought was nice.
It's brilliant, and like you say, it is easy to do. So let's talk about what you get.
What do
you get? The medal.
You get the medal. That's the first thing.
Which on the front here it says Mind Reader of the year. On the back here, there's like a little cutout and two little magnet holes.
There is
2 magnets there. You get 6 discs.
6 magnetic.
6 magnetic discs that are stuck onto this magnetic little strip here. We'll come back to that in a second. But you can peel one of these off, and basically it just magnetises into the back of that medal, and that looks like it's been there all the time. It's engraved into there.
Now, interestingly, what's the reset like on that, Matt?
Well, it's really easy to do. On the collar here, you got a little magnet.
Oh, right, that's a good
magnet
idea.
Just sticks on and just pulls that straight off.
And you're ready to go
and
again.
You're ready to go again. If you're in a rush and you don't want to be looking for the magnet here, you can do it with a little tap.
So like a coin unique.
Like a little coin unique. If you cup your hands and just tap the edge of the coin against the cup, it'll just drop straight out there.
That's fantastic.
So it's really quick, really simple to reset. Stick it back onto the magnets. This is double-sided. There's 3 red, 3 black.
Right, and of course you get the magnetic strip when you buy the trick, don't you?
You do, yeah. I mean, there's other ways you can carry this around in your pocket. For me, this magnetic strip's perfect because it just sits right in my pocket. I can get easy access to it. But I know that you have other methods. We'll come back to those in a second. But yeah, it's 6 discs, beautifully engraved. They made a really good job of these. 6 cards, which means, of course, that you have to force one of 6 cards.
You have to force a card. Do you?
Yeah, but it's easy, Harry.
Right.
So easy, even you can do it.
Well, do you get the cards with it?
Absolutely, yeah. Inside the box, you get a deck of cards, red or blue, whichever you've chosen. And this is, what do you call this deck?
Well, originally it was from Harry Robson's Yesterday's Dream deck.
Okay.
But it's now a Harry Koran deck.
A Harry Koran deck.
It's not exactly a Koran deck, even though we should give credit, of course.
So it's based on Al Koran's deck, but you've made a little difference to it, haven't you?
Well, I think it's a big difference actually, Matt. And we'll go into it later on because with the indifferent cards as well as the Al Koran cards, you can do lots of different things with it.
Yeah, because you've got 12 cards that aren't of the 6, haven't you?
Exactly, which means that there's 18 cards that you can actually display.
Well, it looks like a completely regular deck then, doesn't it?
Yes.
Hey!
The way I have the deck, or the way the deck is set up, you've got 6 indifferent cards on the bottom of the deck, and 6 indifferent cards on top of the deck. So 6 indifferent on the bottom, 6 indifferent on top, and what that means, if you cut the cards, the 6 indifferent cards on top of the deck meet the 6 indifferent cards on the bottom of the deck, so you can quite easily display the deck like that, and the spectators can now see 18 indifferent cards. There's a short corner in the centre there. If you cut to that now the 6 indifferent cards are back on top, 6 indifferent cards back on the bottom, and the Aunque cards, 36 in total, are in the centre of the deck. So when a card is selected, they're going to take one of the 6 medals.
So if you're, just as long as they don't pick any card from the top 6 or the bottom 6, yes, you're guaranteed to be forcing one of those 6 cards.
Yes. I don't know, do you think it's a force? Do you call it a force?
Yeah, it's a 6-way forcing deck. You're forcing them to take
so
one.
I'm gripping these top 6 quite
right,
firmly.
so you hold on. So you're doing it as a choose a card trick. You just say,
in this particular instance, just take a card out, any one at all, so they just take one out.
Now you mentioned there about having a short corner, did you say?
Okay, the bottom card, that's a short corner. I don't know whether the camera can pick that up.
Right, so you can. So
it's a key card. It's basically a key card.
So the opposite the pip side, you just cut that.
Yeah,
trimmed it round.
Just trimmed it round.
On both ends. So here and here.
I'll explain the reason for why. So as we talked about earlier on, the 6 indifferent cards on the bottom, the 6 indifferent cards on the top. Now remember where the short corner is.
Right, so this isn't included in the deck. You've got to make this yourself, yeah?
You've got to make this yourself.
Right, okay.
Yeah. Remember where the short corner is. So if we cut the cards now, that short corner is in the centre.
Okay.
And round about there, if we spread the cards, that's how we are now displaying 18 indifferent cards.
Now have a look. Okay. So you're keeping the 2 ends almost bunched together.
The 2 ends almost
spread
bunched
in the
together.
middle.
So you're giving the illusion that you're showing 52 indifferent cards.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, now then, when you close the cards up, if you go and cut to that short corner,
yeah,
that now brings the cards back in the original order. The 6 indifferent cards on the bottom, 6 indifferent cards on the top, and when you spread the cards to have a card selected now,
yeah,
that is going to be one of the 6.
So just as long as they don't pick the 6 on
well,
top
I'm
and the 6
squeezing.
on the bottom.
I'm squeezing on this top 6 cards with my right thumb,
yeah,
and I'm squeezing on the bottom left hand 6 cards with my left thumb. Top thumb, left thumb. So really,
and you're not really spreading these top ones across.
No, I'm just saying, it's not a big deal. It's just take a card, you know, and that's going to be one of the 6 cards that are one of the medals. It's quite simple. Of course, you can also do it face up.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Because I mean, this is a bit like a normal pick a card trick at the minute.
It doesn't matter.
There are other ways you can do it.
And of course, it makes it easier for us as magicians because we know what they've taken.
Yeah. Well, exactly.
We know what we're going to.
It makes it look fairer.
Yeah. So in exactly the same way, we're going to cut the cards, and I'm going to display them very quickly like that. That's the indifferent cards.
Yeah.
I'm going to close up, and I'm chatting away, talking about whatever. And
so
I'm
you're just riffling down to that short corner.
And then I'm just going to say, just put your hand in, take any card out.
Okay.
So it's almost like a quick classic force. So that's just a couple of easy ways of doing it. I know you have a different method, Matt, which I think is quite nice.
Yeah, well, sticking with that think a card premise, really. I get them to look at a card this way, and to be honest, I don't do the short corner thing.
Okay.
Because I don't think if I'm doing this, they can kind of see that they're all different anyway.
Yeah.
So I'll come up and I'll just spread through the cards. I'll keep the bottom chunk and the top chunk hidden, so they can't choose any of those top 6. And I'll just spread through that middle pack and get them to choose.
It's like a regular think of a card with a regular deck.
Yeah, but I mean, I do a little subtlety before I do that.
And I thought it was fantastic. I have to tell you.
And I say, well, I'll get my cards out because I know what I'm doing with my deck. Yeah, and I have my cards set up in a certain way. So this is the way that I'll set it up. So do you know what all the cards are? You know what they're all called? Yeah. We'll do a little test. That one is the
Ace of Spades.
Ace of Spades, it is. Well done, you. That one is the
Ace of Hearts.
Yeah, and that one
4 of Hearts.
Brilliant. Well, then you're going to be perfect for this. So what I've done now, I've done 2 things. I've shown that they're all different cards in the deck.
Right.
And I've also made sure that this guy knows what the cards
Exactly,
are. Because sometimes they'll get mixed up.
important.
It is
Yeah.
important. They might mix up a club with a spade or
Yeah.
something like that. So I'm showing them, making sure that they know which ones are what. So once I've done that, I'll say, you'll be brilliant for this. Just take a look at one card and remember it for me. And it's just a thinker card. I'm not really spreading much more than the 6 cards, to be honest.
No.
So even if they get in a repeat, I mean, I don't need to know whereabouts in the pack I'm spreading. But I'll spread no more than 10 or 12
So
cards.
the spectator's thought of a card.
Yeah.
You know he's got a card.
Yes.
The next job is very important, isn't it?
Well, I need to find out what card they're thinking
Have a
of.
look at this. Big one.
Have a look at that. What's that say? Mind Reader of the Year. Mind Reader of the Year. Dean, do you know the names of the cards? You know what the cards are, yeah? Perfect. What's that one?
That's an ace. Ace of spades.
Ace of spades.
Aye, aye.
What's that one, Dean?
Ace of hearts.
What's that one, Dean?
4 hearts.
You're going to be good for this.
Yeah, we go.
Just take a look at one card and remember it for me.
Okay.
Have you got one? You sure? You've seen it?
Yeah, I got it.
Definitely.
It's in there.
Do you want to change?
No, I love you.
You got it?
Yeah.
All right. Concentrate on your Mind Reader of the Year, by the way.
I'll try with peanuts.
Concentrate on your card.
Yep.
Look at me. It's a red card.
Yep.
You are thinking of a picture card,
Right, okay.
like Jack, Queen, King. Yeah?
Nope.
No? What, was it a number?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
You were?
Oh, yes,
You were thinking of a Jack, Queen, or a King, yeah?
yeah.
Mind Reader of the Year. We're not messing about.
Go on, then.
Dean, for the first time, what card were you thinking of?
What, you want to tell us?
Yeah.
No, you're going to tell us.
Dean, tell him. He'll put it.
Queen of Hearts.
Yeah, I was thinking the same one.
Queen of Hearts. Mind Reader of the Year.
Right.
I knew you were thinking that.
Well, how'd you know that?
You are?
How'd you know that?
I got it engraved on the back.
What a fucking fella! Yeah,
You see?
Hey,
We're not messing about, are we?
Yeah, you missed me, Get another one.
Let's see your performance, Matt.
It's funny and it's quite amazing as well. It's strong mentalism, it's strong magic, but it's got a little comic twist to it. You can do it as a straight up mind reading piece, but this is the way that I present it. So just take a look at a card.
Okay, I've got one.
You got one?
Yeah.
You're thinking of a red card.
Yep.
Mind Reader of the Year. You're thinking of it's a picture card.
Nope.
Or a number card. Probably a number card in your case. It'd be quite low. Like 2, 3, maybe a bit higher than that. Something. Now I know. I've got it now. I know that it's the 8. It's the 8 of diamonds, because these 6 cards, we've got one low one, we've got a medium number, and we've got a picture card. And it's the same, a low number, a medium number, and a picture card. So I can fish very, very easily for it. And we'll run through that fishing process now. So I'll kind of take a guess at what card I think they might have gone for. So I start off with the colour. You're thinking of a red card.
Yes.
Mind Reader of the Year. If I get that wrong, so you're thinking of a red card.
No.
Or a black card. Probably a black card in your case. It's a gag. It's a very funny line. You'll get a reaction from it, especially if you play it right with the right sense of humour. You'll get a good laugh from that. So now I know it's a black card. So now I know we're down to just 3 cards, 2 numbers and a picture. So we'll start. I'll go for the picture. So think of it. You're thinking of it's a picture card, like Jack, Queen, King. Now I've got it. I don't need to know the suit. I don't need to know what value it is, because there's only one black picture card. So I've got it there. So if it was a number card, so think of it. It's a picture card.
No.
Or a number card. Probably a number card in your case. It'd be quite low.
No.
Or a bit higher, like around the middle.
Higher.
So I'm just doing it. It's jokes. It's funny, but I'm fishing. I'm fishing very, very deliberately for it, and I'm there within 2. If I get everything wrong, I'm still there within 2 guesses. If you don't know, you don't need to know the name of the cards. You don't need to remember them, just so long as you remember that one's low, medium, and high. But there is an odd occasion where they might get it wrong, where they might miscall the card. So I've got them just written on the box there, just underneath, just a little crib,
just a reminder,
written on the bottom, just so that if they say the 4 of diamonds. I'm like, I'm sure I didn't have a 4 of diamonds. I could just have a little look down before I get the 3 of diamonds and stick it on the back of my medal, because then I'm stuck.
And you've loaded that now.
I've loaded it, and it's the wrong card.
Yeah.
So I'll have a little check to make sure it's on there. I mean, within a couple of times of performance, you'll have the numbers. You'll have the cards remembered anyway.
So that's on the back of the medal.
That's on the back there now.
Yeah, it looks perfect as well.
Yeah, it looks great on
and
there.
if I'm not mistaken, don't you sometimes miscall the card as well?
Yeah, sometimes I will.
Which I think is a nice...
because if I do miscall the card, and if people are going to try and catch you out, that's where they'll try and catch you out. If you say it's, it's the 3 of diamonds, because you know the card it could be. If you say it was the 3 of diamonds, no, and then you're screwed. But you're done. But if I say it was the 4 of hearts,
no, it wasn't. It was the 3 of diamonds.
Yeah, I thought so. Boom, and now I've got it.
Yeah.
So they can. They think they've got one up on you.
You're playing them at their own game.
Yeah, exactly. They think they've got one up on you, so they're much more likely to tell the truth of what card it's. Look at that. Mind Reader of the Year.
Oh no.
Mind Reader of the Year. Really, really proud when I won that. I was really, really surprised to win it actually, because there were 6 other people bidding on it. So I got it for 49p in the end, which is not bad, is it really? So yeah, exactly. Amy, do you know the names of the cards?
The houses.
No, the houses. That's not a good start, is it?
The suit.
The suit. Yeah. What's that one?
Spades. Ace of spades.
Ace of spades. What's that one?
Ace of hearts.
It is. What's that one?
4 of hearts.
Amy, you're going to be good at this, I can tell. Just look at any one of these cards that you like. Just look at any one.
Yeah.
You got one?
Yeah.
Have you got it?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You've seen the number in the suit?
Yeah.
You're happy with it?
Yeah.
You remember it?
Yeah.
Do you want to change your mind?
No.
You can change if you want.
No.
Then concentrate on your card, alright?
Okay.
Just look at me. You're thinking of a red card. It's a picture card. Yeah? You're thinking, Mind Reader of the Year, by the way, I didn't catch it. You're thinking King of Diamonds. No, what was it? Mind Reader of the Year. 49p. Well, you paid the extra to have the Queen of Hearts engraved on the back.
No way. No way. That is brilliant.
Now the load, I mean, it's metal on metal.
Yeah.
It's magnets on magnets, so it can talk a little bit. I don't really have any issues with it. When I'm introducing the medal at the start, I might bang it with the ring.
Yeah, just
do a little clink. It is real. It's real. Look, quality gold is that.
That's a great tip.
Just to make that noise already. So if they do hear anything, I mean you don't. It's pretty quiet.
Yeah.
Let me just do that again. If everyone stays quiet, I'll peel this off into finger palm. We'll go through the load in a second. If I just rest it behind, it's pretty quiet.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to be in a very, very quiet room.
I didn't hear that,
hear
and I'm sat next to you.
And you're 70.
And I'm deaf.
Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah. So I've got the 6 discs on the card here, and I get them so that the low number on the front and back is at the bottom.
Okay.
So it's low, medium, and then highs at the top. So that can fit in this way. I put the blacks to the back.
Okay.
Black back. So black is against my leg at the back.
Okay.
So I've got the low number, the medium number, and the picture card.
And we just need that's a pair of jeans you're wearing as
well. It is. It's a tight fitting pair of jeans. And I can just go straight in. I've got my finger here. So name it.
3 of diamonds.
3 of diamonds. I know it's the front. It's the red at the bottom. I can switch it off and just slide that straight out, and it comes out in finger palm here.
Okay.
You have to the back here, the finger palmed here. My thumb rests on the medal bit, and then it just slides in.
Right. Do you want to just show that from side on, Matt?
Yeah, I'll just bring my finger out the way. So my thumb, I have it in finger palm. My fingers press against, and I just clip it in from here. And then my thumb just pushes across. And it just slots straight into place.
And I mean, from there now, that could be examined if you really wanted to. But it's not necessary, is it?
No, I mean, No, I'm quite happy to hand it out. And sometimes I will, if I get the card wrong, I'll tell you, I don't deserve that. Yeah. So I'll put that in their hand before they name the card now.
Okay. You say, what was the card?
I don't deserve it, I got it wrong, you can have that.
3 diamonds, you see.
3 diamonds, oh really? Oh, well, with the 69 pence, it included an engraving on the back. Yeah. So you've got it there. We'll just go back just 1 second to the putting it on, because it's quite a natural moment. Throughout the routine, I'm doing this.
Yeah, touching it.
And I'm holding it like this. I say, look at that. Mind reader of the year. Mind reader of the year. And I'm showing it like this. My fingers are in this position.
It's exactly the same movement.
So that when I come up later, I can put that on and I can hold it here. And I can just make sure that it's in there with my thumbs. I can look right at it. Because it's a natural thing for me to do. That's what I would do if I was, look, mind reader of the year, and I can look and I can make sure it's in there.
Nice, isn't it?
It's always in there because it can't go anywhere else. Yeah. The magnets just attract it straight in. Yeah. But yeah, so I'll be holding it here. I say mind reader of the year, and I'll just bring it off and put it out or whatever. Okay. So I know that I've got it.
Okay, so that's in your jeans pocket.
Yeah.
Because you're a cool young man.
Not so young anymore, but I'm not much of a man anymore, but I'm cool.
But because I'm marginally older.
A little bit older, yeah.
And tend to wear a jacket, I would use exactly the same method where I would have it in my jacket pocket.
Right.
In more or less the same way, except I have the high, middle, low, and then on opposite sides, high, middle, low. And so I have the red facing the outside of the pocket, and the black facing the inside. And one of the problems you can encounter is pocket space. If you was to put the cards in that pocket now, you might dislodge the medals. So what I tend to do, I just put the cards in my top pocket like that.
Yes, because these are. I mean, the magnetic strip is designed to hold these magnets, but and they will stay on there.
Yes.
But if you nudge them off,
it could cause a problem. But of course, I mean, a lot of us, and I know you use one a lot, you can use an index.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to put these back to back, so you've got magnets against magnets, that helps keep them on a lot more snugly.
They're quite. That's how I've got it now.
It's strongly on there, isn't it?
Yeah.
But you can knock them if your hands going in and out, and you put in the deck in, and you can knock it off, and you got things. So just be aware of that. But you have a little workaround for that as well, don't you?
So under those circumstances, I suppose you could use an index.
Yeah, just a regular card index. These are you've got one there, haven't you?
I've just got one here.
Yeah, well done you.
Yes, sir.
So you had these made up for something for the that was on the Reputation Maker.
It was actually, yeah.
But that's designed to fit a mercury folded card, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
And these are just the same size, just the right size.
That's right. And this index holds 6 items.
Yeah, this one's perfect for it. I mean, but there are plenty of indexes on the market that would hold a mercury folded card.
Well, I can remember, and I don't know. I actually remember you making your own, Matt, if I'm not mistaken.
I did. I made one out of little bits of cardboard that you just cut up and a bit of elastic on there. That works very, very well. I've got just 1 second. Look, this is a 52 card index. It's not one that I've invented, but again, I've just switched out a mercury folded card. Fits these in perfectly. Right, so if there's a million index out there.
Indexes, I'll take a mercury folded card. We'll take these medals as well.
Exactly.
That's what we're saying.
Yeah. So I've got these front and back. I noticed you had safety pins on the one you put in your pocket there.
Well, you get 2 of these magnetic strips.
Right.
When you buy the trick, and the safety pins are. So you can pin it on the inside of your lapel like that.
Oh, okay.
So you can have one on one side, and you can have one on the other side. You've got the medal here, and it's just a simple...
So when you're holding your jacket to show the medal,
exactly,
you can just
feel it off and load it. So it's just a nice little idea.
Very good idea. Whose idea is that?
Was it mine?
I think it wasn't mine, yeah, so well done you.
I think so, yeah.
all you're doing is forcing 1 or 6 cards, and there's loads of different ways to make it as fair as possible. Some people, when you spread through the deck, they want to grab that one, and if you look here, they want to, there's loads of different ways to force it. So this is another way that I've been doing it. If I think that maybe they don't know what the cards are, like when I say this is the
all
ace
right,
of
because
spades,
some people don't,
Some people don't.
I've had the Jack of Aces. And,
Yeah,
and
exactly,
that
exactly.
type
Some
of
people
thing.
just don't know. So this is the way you handle that. So hold out your hand for me. I'm just going to deal down through these cards, Harry. You can see they're all different. Whenever you like, whenever you feel the urge, just say stop. Although some say, if you feel the urge, why stop?
Stop.
So on this one?
No.
Or do you want this one?
That one.
That one. Now, do you want that one, or do you want to go on to this?
No.
Because we've seen that one, so we can see that one, or you can have this one. It's up to you.
That's it.
And it doesn't matter, because they're all one of the 6 cards.
Yeah.
But I'm not reversing the order. So if you hold your hand out, I'm turning these face down. They can see these first few cards are all indifferent, and then I start talking and bring their eye level up a little bit. So now I'm just dealing, whatever they want to say, just say stop whenever you want.
Stop.
Right there.
Yeah.
So do you want that one, or do you want the one before, or the one?
That one?
You're just making it seem as fair as possible. It's really, really fair way of doing it. And because you've turned them face up, you can just turn that over and everything's back in the same order.
Right.
Now, some people might be a little bit worried about doing that, saying, oh, what if they see the card? You'd have to be Rain Man. You really would. So we'll go through. They're not remembering any of these cards. We're now 8 cards in before we start on the force cards. Now, for you to start looking at all these and remembering a cycle of 6 cards, you're not going to know. The only thing you need to be careful of is to keep them squared up, so there isn't a 7 of spades popping out and a 7 of spades popping out. But apart from that, it's really, really safe.
It's like an easy psychological force.
Yeah, and it is. They can stop, and there's no pressure on it. You're not going to get it wrong, and they can go one more, and they can go one less. They can change their mind. And the beauty of it is, it seems really, really fair, but it's so easy because you're just looking at the card.
And of course, let's not forget what's happened here. That card that they've stopped on, now is on the back of that medal.
Exactly.
Which is a miracle.
The way that you do it, if you hold out your hand, we'll be dealing through. We've dealt through. You said stop there.
Stop, yeah.
It's the Queen of Hearts. Now, as I'm putting these away, my hand goes in the pocket, and I just grab the Queen of Hearts.
Yeah.
Come out and show the medal.
Right.
So it's really, really easy to do.
And you've got, everything has a reason as well, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, the only slight here, and it's not even a slight, is getting this from here to here. That's the only thing you have to do.
It's not even a slight.
Well, it's not a slight, and you've got all the time in the world. You've got all the reason in the world. But some people might be a little bit scared of it.
I mean, even from there, it's there, and it's done.
It's done. You just slide it straight in.
Straight
but
on.
if you just pass me that box, Harry, this is another little thing that I've come up with. Now, if you're not confident enough, and pass me that medal if you would, kind sir. Thank you very much. If you're not confident enough that you think you're going to be able to pull that out of your pocket and stick it on, then I've got a little medal box here, and there's a hole in the bottom. So I've taken the ribbon off this one, and it doesn't get tangled inside. But I've got a medal in place there, and I can close this up, have this on the table. I can show it right at the start. So that's my granddad's medal,
right.
Mind Reader of the Year. Close that up, put that on the table, and then find out whatever card they've got. Just have it and put it in from underneath now.
And that
So
goes
I've got all the time in the world just to put that in as I'm opening this box up, take out the medal, and they can see that it's got the card on the back. So if you want to get like a medal box and just cut out a little hole in the back,
yeah,
the same
just show
size
them
as the
show
disc.
everybody the inside of that. Matt.
Well, this is a little bit bigger than I would have gone for.
Yeah.
It's a little bit deeper than I would have gone for. If you can buy just in the medal shops, just a proper medal box, and then just cut out a hole in the middle there.
Push the medal straight
And just
through.
load the medal from underneath. That way you don't need to worry about
And it's on
loading
the
it in front of
table
them.
all the time.
Exactly.
Yeah. What a great idea.
Yeah, there are other ideas. I mean, I can get you to wear it. I can put the medal on your neck, on the spectator.
I do that sometimes with the spectator, yeah.
Well, there you go. You talk about that for a bit then.
Well, I will when I get untangled up.
I don't even know how you've done that. This is one of the bonus routines
This is
where it's the linking medal.
Yeah, we're all right. I'll just take this out. Hey, dear me.
So you're saying you put that on someone else's neck? You can't even take it off your own.
Well, that's the reason that I put it on somebody else's neck. I should just load this now. You see, they're all still exactly in place. Matt.
Yeah, as they would be.
There are a couple of things to do. Is you can put it round somebody else's neck.
Yeah.
And while they're wearing it, you've got the medal here, and you can load it from there.
Yeah, as you're taking it off over the top.
You're taking it off, and of course it's now loaded the Queen of Hearts. So that's one way. Another thing that I like to do is, see now I've managed to put that in my pocket without having to take them out as well. So another thing,
it's very easy to reset, isn't it?
Yeah, reset. I know Matt previously has just explained about the medal in the box. Have it on the table, but what I like to do is to have the medal round my neck and load the medal and then put it on the table, and using a bit of time misdirection with almost the medal's been there all the time.
Well, that was how you originally started with your
Yeah.
little medal trick, and in fact we can have a look at that.
Yeah. It's one of my favourite tricks, that last one I did. So there we go.
Harry, what's that medal doing round your neck?
This is the world's best card trick.
Are you going to show me the trick?
No, I don't do it, Margaret. You do it. Do you want me to show you?
Yes, please.
Well, first of all, I have a deck of cards, and they are all different. It's very, very important that you can see that. And we do this face up so everybody else can see as well. And you have a completely free choice. You just take one out. Put your hand in, have a root if you want, and take any card out. I'm not... Is that the one that you wanted?
Yes, please.
Leave it on the table. Now, this medal you asked me about,
Yes.
which says the world's best card trick,
Yes.
I'd like you to take the medal, and this is the reason why you've done the trick and not me. Turn it over. And what does it say? Let's have a look.
Well done. Well done.
A Jack of Diamonds. How about that?